Hi, you're welcome to my channel. My name is Kumi. In this episode, I will be showing you how to cut and sew this flame. It's a unique kind of flame in the sense that it has handkerchief flame in front and at the back it has our typical pleated peplon. I replicated this style for a client and I just thought to share the process with you. Perhaps there is someone who is currently being faced with the puzzle of how to achieve this. Um In the flare that I made for my clients, I infused crinoline just to ensure, just to make it stand and then to achieve some measure of fullness. I won't be using crinoline for this, as you can see. Um, this only means one thing, that crinoline is optional. So if you want, you can put it, and if you don't want, you can just leave it like that. As you can see, both ways are nice. So for the sake of this tutorial, I only need two things, my fabric and a matching lining. My waist is 28. I will divide it by 6.28. That gives me 4.4. I will just exaggerate it, or should I say round it up to 5.5. So that's what I will be marking all around the waist region. If you are a beginner, when it comes to circle or flare, as the case may be, we divide our waist measurement by 6.28. In case you are wondering why is it being divided by 6.28. So I'm going to measure all around, and I do not really have much fabric left, so the length of my flare is just going to be 6.5. So I'll mark 6.5. Note where my tape is being positioned. Can you see? I'll come right here and mark first the 5.5 inches that I marked at the waist, and then from ear to ear is the length of the flare, which is 6.5. So I'll mark it right here. So altogether I have 11.5. If I check here, I should have 11.5 as well. As you can see, I'll come right here to confirm I have 11.5. Right here, I have 11.5 as well, which means this is being accurately done. I'm just going to connect with my ruler, as you can see. So this that we first did is handkerchief flea. Like, this is how you cut your handkerchief flea. This is the waist circumference, so I'm just going to trace it with my chalk to make it more obvious. You would see that I have also cut a lining, the same length, the same shape, exactly um the way my fabric appears. So I'll cut the waist together. I positioned it underneath because I don't want to cut it separately. I don't want to cut it twice. So as you can see, I am cutting one side of the flare. So that short side is going to be at the center back. Yeah. So I have splitted one side, and then you can see that the other side is not splitted. So this is what we have. So I will go ahead and determine the depth of the back flame. So what do I have here? 6.5. What do I have here? I have 6.5 as well. So that's what I would measure all around. 6.5, 6.5 till I get to the other end. But before I trim it, I'm just going to place my lining inside and I'm going to secure it with my pin. All of this is because I don't want to cut it twice. I don't want to have to cut the lining separately and then the fabric separately. I may as well just cut the two together. As you can see, I have pinned all around. Now I will fold back. Remember we marked 6.5 all around, right? So now is the time to trim it. These pins are not letting the fabric rest well, so I'm just going to remove them temporarily. Now you can trim it off. Mind you, you are trimming the upper part alone. So don't get confused. You remember we marked 6.5 all around the other time, right? So that's what we are trimming out. I'm going to stitch like this all the way till I get to the other end. So this is what it looks like. I felt I should show you first. I have stitched. I'm just going to trim rather the sharp edges that I have to avoid bulkiness in those regions. I'm going to flip to the right side. This is what we have. Can you see? This is the back and the longer part is the front. Do well to notch the midpoint at this point. That's how to know where your zipper allowance will rest on. This is the front. As you can see, I pinned the zipper allowance temporarily. To proceed, I'm just going to measure the waist round. Remember my waist is 28 inches. So I would measure all around to see the excesses that I have left. So I can know to what extent I am going to pleat. So I have achieved my 28 inches. Now I'm trying to measure the excess I have left. I have 6 inches. So remember, there is going to be zipper allowance. So I will just dedicate 1 inch to it. So by the time you place the two together like this and you mark 1 inch, you would have taken 2 inches away from the 6 inches excess that we have. I'm going to pin it like this. Just imagine that we've put our zipper. Do you understand? Yeah, so this is 1 inch. This is 1 inch. It means we've taken 2 inches away from 6. We are left with 4. So I'm going to determine where I want the plate to be. For the sake of this tutorial, let's just use 4. This has nothing to do with the fact that we have 4 inches excess left though. I'm just using 4. So from that 4 inches, I marked 2. You know, we are left with 4 inches excess. So I'm going to mark 2 inches on one side, 2 inches on the other side. So I'll mark 4. This is where I want the plate to be. Away from 4 inches, I'll mark 2. So I'm going to fold like this. The 4 meeting the 2. Can you see? I'm going to hold it. So imagine our zipper is here. So I'm just going to start my measurement. Now let's confirm if we are still going to get up to my 28 inches waist. We started measuring from the zipper allowance. We'll measure back. Can you see? We have 28 inches. Let me do it again. So this is the zipper allowance. I'm going to measure all around, all the way till I get back to that zipper allowance. Can you see? 28 inches. So this was accurately done. This is me trying it on. Can you see the fit on my waist? I know I didn't put zipper, but I wore it from the front, so I held the 1 inch again. That's how I wore it. So this is the back view. Can you see? I hope you found this helpful. We've come to the end of this tutorial. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Till I see you in my next tutorial. Bye.